And this next piece I've brought out of the archives for effect, and again to understand of what and how these people think of us. And in some cases we give them grounds to do so. And this is why we have to get our act together. This is from Cassandra, one of the 5 parents that were left. Not no more. We do not hate you. We are indifferent. Left to your own devices, you act as if you wish to destroy this world for your own comfort and convenience. The happiest you ever appear is in a state of ignorant bliss, so why shouldn't we continue? I have to say she has a point with that line. You had your chances and your perfect world. When that wasn't enough, we were created to lead you. And as the lion feeds on anything it can, we do unto you. Basically saying we gave our power away. A few may act or feel differently, but the focus remains on the majority, not the few lonely villagers questioning and dreaming. The energy you possess is squandered, neglected and abused. Again, I can't argue with that. The lack of focus. For 100 years we have fed you your entertainment, and you have devoured our offering, supporting the lies you're told, ignoring the nuggets or people of truth. That last bit says a lot also. Ignoring the nuggets or people of truth. Not once given us any indication you wish for things to be any different. Speak up if you have something to say. We are listening, but we will not allow you to waste such a resource as yourselves. They understand what many of us don't, what this show has tried to teach you of your life force energy and how precious a resource it is. And we waste it in charting paths for pieces of paper with numbers on it. You cannot be allowed to destroy the planet like your creators designed you to. I don't agree with that one iota. So we will give you the escape you so desperately want, to warn you ourselves, and you swallow it like greedy little piglets, expecting us to deliver you from your own evil and call it entertaining. You have given us no reason to feel any differently than we always have about you, and that is why we are building this world for you. Remember the first show I did when I says we have to think and act differently? There's your answer. You will become a cybernetic. This is transhumanism. While we allow it, after which time you will be fully inserted into a brand new world. Quote, the kingdom of heaven, unquote. The bulk of you have been worshipping while we waited for our chance to take over you. That's the hint at truth about religion. A distraction right from one of the top parents. You want a saviour, and we will save you from yourselves. Again, that's warning us. We keep giving our power away. We're looking for others to fix things, others to come down out of the sky and save us, when it's we who saves us. We will enjoy the fruits of our labour while you sleep and dream as we create our own world for ourselves, in which you are not suitable to exist. Understand that line? You should do. You are breathing dead and your time is ours. Billions of you and only a few are even reading this, and that would still be true even if this was your nightly news station. Again, like the piece earlier, we had major disclosure of the deep state on national TV, and it got unplugged and little said anything. A capable race would see beyond the swamp to find the fresh water. My very letter to this man called the Ruiner will be a representation of the fact that you all cannot see truth when it's in front of you. Again, I can't disagree with that. People get truth and they demand more proof and more proof and more proof and more proof, on and on and on. When if you had developed yourself, you will know by the frequency whether a person's telling the truth or not. Not whether I told you or somebody else told you that this person's lying. You will know yourself. And you will always choose the more comfortable, free ride. Again, that is a humanity failing. Provided by leaders who are willing to be responsible for you. Leaders with the strength of will to create the world. Children is what you are, the children of animals. And we will have our utopia without your presence. Doing anything but powering our new creations. Again, that's a hefty dose of truth, telling you they've used us as batteries. What, 100 readers or more, and you think you are all ready to be saved? And then she sent a message to the people who have broke out of the programs, including Shane. To address you, the runaways, we hope you enjoy your freedom and wish you luck, knowing you will need it. You damn near voided your agreement with us by inspiring this fiasco, so tread carefully. That was the gist of Shane's blog. It wasn't for the public. Blue Chicken Guy, Corey outed that. He was helping people step out of the programs, including many of the elite children. The writer of this blog has tried to argue on behalf of a few thousand humans who are aware of us and what we do and how the world really works, as if this is some sort of defence of humanity as a whole. These few have always existed and are laughed at and ignored. A bit like Marduk. They laugh at us. And when you see the stupid behaviour of people on social media who can't be nice to each other, now you know why they laugh. Because of their own inability to digest the knowledge they have. Again, telling you you've been given the truth and you've chosen to largely ignore it. They sit at computers and attend conferences that feed the money cycles as if they are outsmarting the system. Can't argue with that either. This is no threat of any damage these types could have ever done. It would have been done long before today. And her final message was, go ahead and prove us wrong. That was Cassandra, as I said, one of the last 5 parents before departing. First time I read that, I was kind of horrified. 5 years on, there's elements of that, of truth in that we really have to address. We do. I'm going to ask a rather strange question now, and it needs people to think about it before we have the music break, and I'm going to repeat the last piece I did last week. It needs to go in. But a question for all people to ponder on. If it is proven that 80 to 85% of the people are possessed, cloned, or bots, and they're all non-awake, and you are asked to leave their frequency and leave them behind, including your own family and friends' connections, would you? Think long and hard on that answer. It's not as simple as yes or no.